come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the side.
And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home. for the 1-yard sack. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one. Good for 15 and a first. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Patterson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Ready? They'll set up to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Falcons 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. Oh, able to avoid him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Patterson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. Touchdown!
Keith Smith
From a yard out.
and the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Connor up the middle. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run here with Connor, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, great.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. Out to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Patterson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Play fake. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now Murray off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and inches. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the turnover, here's Murray. They start near into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 27, Murray delivers on the crosser to McBride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running right on the option is Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, And that is going to be a story. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 59 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. That's complete to McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Murray now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Cards, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.